Hello Aries, Merry Christmas, Happy December. This is your reading for the rest of December 2022. I know it's a little bit late, but nonetheless here we are. I am going to have all these readings up before Christmas, so be sure to check your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. And also, if you're interested, I am having a sale on my one-to-one 60-minute readings. The link will be in the description box, but we sit down for 60 minutes on a video call, or a call, depending on what's easier for you. And we go through any question or questions that you have and just do a deep dive and go in depth. I've met so many amazing clients over the last couple of weeks, so I decided to put a sale on so that more people can have access to it during this holiday season. All right, without further ado, let's get into it. I'm gonna take a couple of the tea leaf cards. Sorry, my brain's not working yet. Just to see what the theme of this month is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for the rest of December. Okay, so we've got the Claw, be careful, do not take risks, and Cup, you should accept valid criticism. I am just going to get one more for clarification. What is this surrounding, please? Thank you, Spirit. What is this surrounding for Aries? If you can hear my dishwasher in the background, don't mind that. Disappointment in some affair. Okay, so some of you might be dealing with some sort of disappointment this month, or you have been. I feel like this is where you've been so far, and we are going to see what Spirit has to say about this matter. Okay, so yeah, some of you guys are feeling disappointment. Maybe you have taken a risk and that's where the disappointment is stemming from. But Spirit's wanting you to know that there is some valid criticism. And I hate the word criticism because it always like denotes something negative. But sometimes what people tell us, even if we don't like to hear it, has some sort of importance because it helps us in some kind of a way. So let's see. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the rest of this month, please, Spirit. What do you have to say about this situation, Spirit? Okay. That was on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Two fives. So this is about change for you guys. Okay, you guys are like, I just want to start with this row first. First of all, we have got the Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So there is great victory to be had from this situation. So this disappointment that you are feeling, okay, from taking a risk and from this sort of like criticisms that people are having, okay, there is a really great opportunity for you guys to actually be quite victorious in this matter. Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust. So with the Five of Pentacles, so this is you guys, like, I feel like the start of the first half of this month, let's say, I really feel like you guys are feeling a lot of disappointment. That is disappointment, regret. Now, regret's more the Five of Cups, but this is like feeling left out in the cold in some sort of way. So maybe financially you're struggling, or maybe you're just struggling with, you know, whatever this situation is. I feel like this is something to do with either relationships or work. This is a little bit strange and out of pocket for me to say, Aries, but I feel like there's a certain amount of, and this is not me blaming or pointing the finger or anything, but I can't help but feel like there is some sort of a small pocket of truth within this card. Okay, I can't help but feel like there is something that you are refusing to listen to, that someone has said, or something like you refuse to sort of see that you might have had a hand in this. And for those of you who do, that's great. I'm talking about those of you who, yeah, you don't really understand, you're not seeing that you have played just as much of a role in this disappointment than the other person, or whatever else is involved in this. I'm just going to open my blinds quickly to stop that. Yeah, Aries, it really feels like there is some weight to this situation, and this is really giving you the opportunity to look at something that you're really avoiding looking at. You're really not wanting to see it. We have the Five of Swords here. So you're feeling disappointed, you're feeling left out in the cold, you're feeling abandoned, you're feeling taken advantage of in some kind of way. But you're not seeing something. You're not wanting to see how it takes two. If this is involving another person, you're not wanting to see how it takes two. You are going to come out on top once you can sort of clear this confusion, and you stop sort of like, this is almost like you're a little bit in denial, which is okay when we're sort of still dealing with the brunt of like what's really like what's happened. But you do need to sort of take some responsibility for your hand in this. And if that's not resonating, that's fine. We have here the High Priestess. I thought this was the Hierophant for a long time. Okay, this is the High Priestess. So you know, deep down, you know that you had a hand in this, or you know that this is just as much your fault as the other person's, or you know that you contributed to this being the way it is. It doesn't mean you can't feel this way. It doesn't mean you can't feel, you know, disappointed, let down, taken advantage of, but you do need to at some point really take a look at how you contributed to this. All right, let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, Nine of Swords. There's a lot of stress that you're feeling about this whole situation. Actually, I'm just going to move these. Just give me a sec, Aries. I'm so sorry. Just so we can have more of a clear view. No, that's not happening. Okay, there we go. All right, so yeah, so there is a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress here with the Nine of Swords regarding this situation, but what's the but? Yeah, there's more information that you're not. There's more to it. If you feel like someone has like really done you wrong, really taken advantage of you, you're not seeing something. I'm not saying that they haven't exactly, but it's not what you think. There's more information that you need to get from this supposed taken advantage of, or being abandoned, or this could also be your energy where you have sort of like, this is like win at all costs energy. Doing no matter what to win. And that was the risk that you might have taken to get your way. And I feel like it's really backfired on you, Aries. This is a really strange reading. I don't usually do readings like this, but this is interesting nonetheless. I think some of you feel like you can remain more stable, more financially apt. Like you're the one that's sort of come out on top if you continue to refuse to see. That's not the case. You're going to lose. First of all, you know that this connection is important to you. This is a very important connection to you here with the Lovers and the High Priestess. This is a spiritual connection. And this is important to you, and I feel like you're really in denial about it. You are so eager to paint them as the one that's done the wrong thing, to protect yourself, to protect your ego. But you've had there's something like, this could have been a fight or a misunderstanding or a disagreement where you both have done or said things that led to sort of like this sort of separation or something like that. You need to hear the other person out. You absolutely need to hear the other person out. You need to take on what they're saying, because you can't just point the finger, Aries. You really can't. I'm going to pull some Love oracle cards here. What more do we need from this situation? Thank you, Spirit. Aries. This situation I feel like is salvageable with the 6 of Wands here. Look at this. And the 7 of Cups. It's absolutely salvageable if you work on it. There's work that needs to be done with you and this person, and you both need to leave your egos at the door for things to move forward. You both need to take responsibility for both of your hands in it. And if this is a situation where you've genuinely done nothing wrong, then this isn't your reading. Look at this, the 10 of Pentacles. You can have what you're wanting from this situation, Aries, but not in the way that you, like, not this way. You have contributed to this. This is like a tough love reading, and I feel like Aries can handle it. You have contributed to this in some kind of way. You need to be willing to take some sort of responsibility. Oh, that's annoying. Stalk. A new addition, ideas manifested, pregnancy, baby, child, children, family, good news, inspiration. So this is talking about new opportunities coming in this situation. There is an opportunity here for you guys to either rekindle or work through what separated this in the beginning and get to this beautiful 10 of Pentacles, which is like stability and long-term longevity. Blast from the past. Something, a situation from the past returns, nostalgia out of the blue. So this person might sort of come back into your life, Aries, and you need to really assess. You know, you want this person, I know you do. And if you don't, again, not your reading. Use your own discernment here, it's obvious. But there's a need for you to really sort of put your pride away and be willing to work through this together, because I'm really sensing, if this reading's resonating with you, you had just as much a hand in this separation as the other person, okay? Can we get one more, please, Spirit? Yes. So this person might bring you something, or might, you know, want to give you something or explain something. It's something from the heart. It's something sentimental, an offering or contribution. You both need to meet each other halfway and be willing to take accountability. This reading, that's what this is about. This reading's about accountability. You both really need to be willing to take accountability and try new things, being there for each other, supporting each other, hearing each other out, and taking accountability and responsibility for the ways in which you might have hurt this person in order for them to do the same for you. And I feel like this person's willing, but you're not. You might not be willing to. You might be too prideful, and you might not be willing to take responsibility and accountability for the things that you have done. And if that's the case, then this situation really has no hope, I'm sorry to say, Aries. Put your pride to the side. Leave your ego at the door. Take accountability for the things that you have done if you really want, if you want this to have another shot. But this person's coming back regardless, and they want to work things out with you. They are ready and willing. But I feel like you need to go first in this instance, Aries. I feel like you need to be the first one to take accountability and responsibility, because I feel like this person's ready, but you're not. And that will really soften the blow for when it's time for you to share the ways in which they did you wrong or hurt you. They will be more willing to work things out and take accountability if you're not someone who usually goes first in these matters, if this is your reading. So I feel like now it's time to do something different, try new things, okay? All right, Aries, that's all I have for you. I will be back next month for your January reading. If you are not subscribed already, please consider subscribing and giving this video a like. Head down to the link in the description box and book a reading with me. I absolutely cannot wait to meet you, and I will see you in the next video. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.